إحنا أكتر من 15,000 عامل بالهيئة.
كلنا عيلة واحدة.
بإيدينا نبني مستقبل بلدنا.
أحدث تكنولوجيا العلم بنستخدمها هنا.
خبرة أكتر من 40 سنة.
الدقة والمهارة
هي أكتر حاجة بنتميز بيها.
13 مصنع حاصلين على أعلى شهادات الجودة العالمية.
مصانعنا في الهيئة بتكمل بعضها
علشان نوصل لأفضل جودة.
الأمن والأمان هم أهم أهدافنا.
اختبارات وظروف شاقة يعدي عليها أي منتج.
إحنا فريق بيحقق هدفه
مهما كان صعب.
The Arab Organization for Industrialization, short name AOI, was established in 1975 for creating an advanced Arab military base that could cope with contemporary challenges in military fields. The co-founders included Egypt, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Qatar. However, the other three Arab partners withdrew from AOI in the wake of the signing of the Egyptian-Israeli peace accords. In 1979, Egypt assumed full responsibility for AOI, maintaining its original bylaws so that any Arab state backed by advanced laboratories. Accordingly, AOI currently comprises, including the aircraft factory, the engine factory, Saqr factory for developed industries, Qadir factory for developed industries, the railway equipment factory CMAF, the electronics factory, Helwan factory for developed industries, the Arab British Dynamic Industries Company, Attico factory for wood industries, and the Arab Renewable Energy Company. AOI also holds the largest share in the Arab American Vehicles Company, a joint venture with Fiat Chrysler Automobiles. AOI is currently active in several military and civil domains. Civil products. Water desalination plants. AOI produces desalination plants with capacities ranging between 500 and 10,000 cubic meters per day. Its plants are environment friendly and have low power consumption rates. Subterranean water treatment plants. These plants have a high ability for removing iron and manganese from well water to produce potable water with a high quality that meets World Health Organization standards. Sewage water treatment plants. AOI produces sewage water treatment plants that employ different treatment technologies and have varying capacities of up to 150,000 cubic meters per day. Industrial wastewater treatment plants. AOI designs and implements industrial wastewater treatment systems for factories so as to produce treated water that conforms to the Environment Protection Law. Many of these plants have been produced with capacities ranging between 100 and 5,000 cubic meters per day. High-density polyethylene pipes. These pipes are produced in diameters from 20 to 1200 millimeters for multi-diameter networks. They are used in water, sanitary and industrial drainage and natural gas networks. Glass fiber products, including seats and other equipment for stadiums, covered sporting halls and swimming pools, as well as internal fittings for railway coaches. 1-ton chlorine cylinders. Railway coaches and metro and tram cars. AOI has the only factory in the Middle East that manufactures railway coaches of different types, including passenger coaches of all classes and types, service coaches, freight cars and bogies for all purposes and payloads, metro cars, as well as tram cars for Alexandria Governorate. This factory also manufactures railway, metro and tram spare parts and accessories. Renewable energy and modern lighting systems. Solar energy. AOI entered the renewable energy domain in 2009, erecting the first solar energy plant connected to the national power grid with a 600 kilowatt capacity in 2010. The plant was designed and implemented with the latest photovoltaic cell and solar tracker technologies. The organization also established the Arab Renewable Energy Company as a specialized power entity in July 2013. A solar module factory was also established in cooperation with a leading world company. It has an initial capacity of 52 megawatt per year that is planned to rise to 100 megawatt annually. For the first time in Egypt, a project was implemented for installing solar lighting in 2 villages at Halayb and Shalatin on Egypt's southern border. Solar lighting systems are also being installed along highways all over the country, following a successful experiment that was implemented in some selected governorates. Wind energy. AOI has followed a plan for transferring wind energy know-how from specialized world companies. It has also arranged training in Egypt and abroad for its engineers and technicians on installation, operation and maintenance of 1.5 megawatt wind energy converters. The first 2 wind turbines feeding the national power grid were also erected in March 2013 at Za'farana area with a combined 3 megawatt capacity. Modern lighting systems. A production line for power-saving LED lamps was established with an annual capacity of 10 million lamps. AOI is also implementing a national project for replacing street lamps with LED technology in all governorates. The automotive industry. AOI is currently producing the Grand Cherokee and the Jeep Wrangler. It also produces cars of other makes for world manufacturers, such as the Toyota Fortuner. AOI customizes different types of vehicles for different applications, including fire engines and recovery vehicles of all configurations, street sweeping and garbage collection and compression trucks, medical vehicles and armored VIP and money transportation cars, capital equipment and spare parts. In the grain handling sector, AOI has developed the Giant Grain Hopper, a 100% Egyptian-designed and manufactured product. It has also developed grain silos. AOI is ready to meet the requirements of all investors for design and implementation of production lines and spare parts. Greenhouses. Within the context of the national efforts for coping with the shortage of water and arable land, AOI has adopted a research project in cooperation with the Ministry of Agriculture. This project uses unconventional growing systems such as hydroponics or soil-less agriculture, in which plants are grown in pipes and pots with a closed fertigation system. In this project, the plant uses only about 20% of the water it consumes in normal soil and gives double the normal yield too. Electronics. AOI produces several types of electronic billboards, as well as LED and LED smart screens of different sizes. It also produces the Pluto tablet in cooperation with Intel and Polaroid. Wood products. AOI makes home, hotel and office furniture. Community service. Taking its role in community service seriously, AOI has launched several initiatives, including one for qualifying technicians for the local and overseas labor markets. for enhancing defensive powers to protect the homeland and the citizens, for providing safety and security to meet the needs of Egyptians in a modern civilian society, for closing the gap between importation and self-sufficiency. For all this, it has always been there, with its firm beliefs, developing and improving the Arab and African regions around it. The Arab Organization for Industrialization, the prime mover of national industry.